Welcome back to Midco Sports Tonight. It's time for water cooler talk. And ironically, we have a water theme going on today. We're talking all things Summit League swimming and diving championships with our swim and dive expert, Elaina Lanson. How's it going?
Well, thanks for having me. It's a lot of fun. Basketball season is coming to a close, but so is swimming season, and it's championship season. So I'm excited. I know you're excited to learn about it today, and hopefully we can give you a little insight on what's going on.
All right. Well, the championships are actually being held right here in Sioux Falls, which is very exciting at the Midco Aquatic Center. But there is a lot of prep for these things that goes on. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so about 6 to 8 weeks leading up until championship season, it's what it's called taper. And it's kind of the resting period for swimmers and divers. What happens, most of the time you'll have that resting period cut back on 2-a-days, cut back on weights. And so with that comes a lot of energy. You got a lot of excess energy. So you really need to focus on sleeping and eating right during that time. And when you do cut back, that's when you start seeing those faster swims. And that's when you know, all right, it's time to get racing and everything. So that's what pretty much goes down. And then you'll also have to worry about taking your vitamins, because when you cut down on, working out and lifting and everything, your immune system also goes down. So you oftentimes get sick. So swimmers and divers have to worry about that a lot.
Oh my gosh, this is like all stuff that I haven't gone through with basketball. But I mean, we ate healthy all the time. Not all the time, but we tried. But anyways, so you do the taper, you prep for this meet, you get to the meet. What's the protocol there?
Yeah, so you usually arrive a day early. You get to the pool, you get to practice and just work on your turns and starts and count your strokes going in and out of the flags. So pretty much you just get used to the pool, you get used to the atmosphere, and get a feel for what the meet's going to be like.
Well, one thing a lot of us don't know, you talk about getting used to the pool, but the pool temperature actually has to be regulated pretty strict. So what's that all about?
Yeah, absolutely. One thing to worry about is pool temperature. Actually, FINA, the governing board of swimming and diving, they have a set temperature you have to keep the pool at. It has to be between 77 and 82 degrees, and the pool for this meet is actually set at 79 all weekend. So it has to stay there, yes.
Okay, I would imagine that'd be pretty hard with bodies getting in and out and just all the people there, but there are other different things that go into making it a fast pool as well. You talk about a fast track. I know with dirt track racing on Midco, we talked about fast dirt tracks, but what goes into a fast pool?
Yeah, so along with the pool temperature to make it fast, no one wants to swim in a super hot pool. You got to keep it kind of cold. People think swimmers are crazy for that, wanting to swim in cold water, but it does really help. Yeah. Also, if the pool depth is, if the pool is pretty deep, then when you're taking your stroke, you actually make what is called kind of like a bundle of water, and the deeper the pool is, the less likely it'll come back and hit you while you're still swimming in that area. So that'll slow you down. And also the bulkhead, what is kind of like the bridge you'll see in a swimming pool, if those have holes in them so the water can flow through, and that kind of that bundle of water that you're creating while you're swimming, it can flow through, and if it's just kind of a steel wall or something, it'll come back and hit you. So that's another thing you look out for that you don't really notice when you're looking at a pool. It's kind of more of an in-depth thought. So those things kind of add up to cut down on your time.
Okay, I'm learning so much today because I consider myself a pretty good swimmer, but I had no idea. But one thing off camera we were talking about, the suits. There's more that goes into a suit than most people know.
Yeah, so you can really only wear those about 5 to 8 times before they wear out. They're pretty much paper thin. They've come a long way from, what was it, the 2008 Olympics where they had the full body suits. Those, you can't wear those anymore, but you can wear the leg ones, and those take around like 10 to 30 minutes to put on, depending on how tight they are. You want them pretty tight around your shoulders. You want to just be able to like lift it off your shoulders a little bit. So it takes a long time. It's a process. Sometimes you need help putting the suits on. But yeah, they're really fast. They help cut down on time. They make you more buoyant. So that's kind of what goes into that.
All right, well that's really cool. But there's recovery days as well going into this. So you swim in your suit after you take 30 minutes to get it on. And when you're not swimming at this meet, what is that recovery process like? Because it's very important.
Yeah, so these days are long. There's a lot packed into them. Prelims start around 10 and then finals start around 7. So you'll get to the pool at 8 o'clock to warm up, and then you really need to focus on what's next. You need to get that recovery. You need to make sure you're eating while you're at the meet. You can't just run out of energy. And then also in between, you need to go home, take a nap, get a quick bite to eat, and then come back for finals around maybe 4:30 to start at 7. So it starts at 8, it ends at 10 pretty much throughout the day. You really need to make sure you're resting and recovering. But the biggest thing about that is cool down.
Yes.
After your race, you have to cool down. You have to get the lactic acid out of your muscles so you can, get going for the next day.
Oh my gosh. So to the Summit League Swimming and Diving Championships. They started yesterday, had some relays, had some diving. What are the teams looking like?
Yeah, so they had a few events last night. It's more recent for teams to start on a Wednesday now. And you need to get your nerves out of the way before your individual events. And so far, the men's team has had 3-meter diving, the 200 medley relay, and the 800 freestyle relay. And they're leading. SDSU are in first place right now, and in second and third and fourth, they racked up those on the 3-meter board last night. And also Denver is second and USD is third on the men's side. And then on the women's side, Denver is first, USD is second, and Omaha is third. And it's really important to get those, multiple times in, get those wins in, and just those second, third place, fourth place finishes will really make a difference. And those titles will change throughout the meet. And
all right.
We'll see who goes on Saturday.
All right, well, really quick, on Saturday, some special awards being handed out. Tell us about those.
Yeah, so there will be a lot of awards handed out. There's the team championship. You have the swimmer of the meet championship, and then you'll have the diver of the meet, and then you'll have the swimming coach and the diving coach, and then the newcomer of the year. So there's quite a few, and then the first, second, and third place will pretty much be handed out, and that can change, but that pretty much handed out after the event's over.
All right, well, thanks so much, Elaina. Coming up after the break, we'll talk UND hockey and preview their series with Nebraska Omaha. Stay right here.